Watch Portraits and Shadows, Daylight Los Angeles edition. I can't even do that voice with a straight face. Welcome back to this hobby of ours, and in today's episode, I am still in Los Angeles with one of my best buds, G Money. What up, G?
What's up, D?
And I didn't bring a lot of watches on the trip. I don't like to travel with a lot of watches. Plus, there were some specific watches I wanted to bring and I wanted to wear and share with my buddy. The nice thing about having watch buddies is you get exposed to other watches, brands that you may otherwise not have any visibility to, especially if they're older watches, not new, where you can't see them in a boutique or an AD or anything like that. And so I like to share that with you in this hobby of ours, and I share it with my buddies in person as well. Today we are looking at the Bulgari Diagono Scuba 200, the S38S. And the reason I brought this watch out on this trip is the front end of this trip involved going to IWJG in Las Vegas and seeing Paul Thorpe and friends there. That was a blast. I shot a bunch of footage. Got a lot of things to say about that, but I wanted to kind of zoom in and focus on this watch because this watch for me it's my Miami watch. It's my Vegas watch. It has that integrated aesthetic at a far better price point than say an AP or Patek or anything. It's just the amount of value in this piece is extraordinary. It's pre-Octo Finissimo. It's got a top grade chronometer, ETA 2024 in it, and it's fabulous. And I wanted to share it with, let him wear it for a couple days, which he spent some time with it, and kind of get his thoughts on it. I love the piece, and it's also pretty thin. I mean, they make this in a 41, which is 300 meters water resistance, but it's also $3,000 and up for that piece. These can easily be had.
Not necessary.
Yeah, these can be had from $900 to $1,200, depending on the fluctuation. And so while I was in Las Vegas, I got to put this side by side with the Octo Finissimo, and I'll pop in the side by side shot of it. And you can see how the design language graduated. They don't look terribly similar, but you wouldn't be surprised that they are cousins. So
I'm glad you come around to my perspective.
Oh, I don't recall that. But we'll get to your perspective right now as we hand it over to G Money and get some of his insights into the piece.
So I think that, well, you showed this to me. I saw it in your videos, and you've shown it to me over FaceTime. And I was a bit, I don't know. I wasn't blown away.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it, if I'm honest. No, I like parts of it. There are things about this watch, like it's very like industrial. I think it does kind of, like you said, it kind of goes along with like the, Royal Oak.
Like the general design language.
The same gangster that's gonna punch your teeth out that wears a Royal Oak. He also wears a Bulgari 200 meter. What do you call it?
Diagono.
Diagono.
Scuba Diagono.
Yeah, it's a great watch. It's almost kind of got like some Apple computer design elements to it, I would say. So it's very like industrial.
Yeah.
I only kind of started to notice like that as you were handling it right now. I'm like, wow, that kind of looks like an
old school.
I don't know. It's brushed metal, and it is a great watch. And since I've had hands on it, I do think that I'd have it. Yeah. I'd have one.
Yeah, you've certainly changed your tune since having it in person, which speaks to that notion, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where. I mean, I guess you could wear it every day. It's a solid piece. It feels like it too. I mean, it really is. It's got some gravity for sure.
Yeah, the bracelet, I love it.
Yeah,
but
I don't love the bracelet.
Well, you don't like. Well, go ahead and give your bracelet.
Well,
critique.
I don't know. It's just I'm not into the tank tracks. I don't know. It just kind of.
That is one of the most steepest tapers I've ever witnessed.
That too is for me is that I don't know. It almost kind of feminizes the taper. The taper almost feminizes it a little bit.
Interesting.
For me. So, it's great quality.
I would consider it a unisex design overall. I could, now that you mention that, okay, yeah, Bulgari certainly has a long-standing history as a jeweler, but they're no joke in the watch department.
No,
no joke.
This thing's amazing. I mean, especially the watch head itself, the piece itself. If this had just like the ability to put a regular strap on here, it would be. I would have two of them.
Yeah, well, you can get straps for this, but because of the integrated bracelet style, I'll pop up a picture.
Yeah.
If you saw the video about Heat, the Al Pacino's watch from that one has the same bracelet juncture to the watch as this, and it's kind of a shame because you can only get like black leather, one bump strap, or I've seen brownish leather on them. But the straps, that one little thing going into the I guess what would be considered the lug. handling.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's almost like there's two thick lugs, and then you do kind of have like this little,
better than a 1/4 inch gap. And it just inserts. I don't like it.
Yeah, so that does kind of make it a bit strange on the strap.
Although the rubber strap, I will say, is nice, but the leather, not so much.
It's a quality piece.
Yeah.
Like I can't argue that. There are some design elements that I'm not super into, but you know, I mean, it wears great. I thought it was going to be huge, and it makes a statement, but it's not egregious at all.
I imagine that 41 would be.
That
huge.
would be too much. I would not have the 41, especially in a time where, like, you know, watch sizes are kind of on the trending downside. This is a solid size. It shouldn't be any bigger than this. I mean, unless you're a big boy.
Yeah, that I saw one of those at IWJG on the silicone strap that we were considering, because just to be blunt, as he's been checking out the watch, he's been considering it as a maybe purchase. And this watch is one to watch. Once mainstream buyers realize this piece is out there, I see this piece going up and up and up. I'm glad I got in where I got in on mine, because I mean, I don't go to Miami. I'm not on yachts. But if I was on a yacht in Miami, this is my yacht watch. Yeah. And if I get held up for my watch, I got robbed, but it's not like I lost a $55,000 AP, right? The one I saw at IWJG had the silicone strap, which was highly segmented into like little chunks, which was.
I want to see that.
It was nice. It felt nice. It felt good quality of silicone rubber, whatever material they used. And that is one upgrade that is worth adding to this. Although
it seemed for a reasonable price too.
Yeah, the one I saw at the show was like $1,200, which is too much.
No, I mean it's just for the strap. I mean, if you get it on bracelet and then you want to add the strap, it didn't really seem.
Always buy on bracelet. We always get on bracelet. Plus, that's probably a 24 millimeter to 16 millimeter taper. Yeah, it's way. I don't mind it. In fact, I didn't even think about it until G brought it up.
It does make it more wearable, I'll say. Like you don't
with the taper.
With the taper, so it kind of has a it allows your wrist to move a little bit more freely. Like if it was just what do you say? How wide do you say this is?
I was guessing 20. I was bird eyeballing it. I think that's 24.
22, 24. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it was, if it went to just like 20, like you'd be like, this is like.
Yeah, I think I know this is less than 18 here. So this is I believe this is 16 millimeters at the smallest part of the taper.
Yeah.
But it's got a rotating bezel. I think it's a 60 click. Let me see here. It might be more, I can't count. I haven't had enough coffee. But great bezel action. I like the hand set. I find myself attracted to different hand sets in a watch as a design element. It's a great piece. I'm priced in. and I'm almost tempted to get another one or two, and then when they shoot up, flip them and make a little money. So.
Yeah, no, I think I'm likely to get one. I mean, especially for the price.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could beat that with a stick. I mean, it's just like, it is a tremendous amount of
And if
watch.
you did beat it with a stick, it'd probably beat back.
I think so, yeah. It's that kind of gangster.
All right, my man. Well, thank you for your 2 cents, as always.
Well, I appreciate you bringing it and letting me have a go of it.
Yeah, you can wear it for a few more days while I'm out here enjoying yourself.
I reckon I will.
Yeah, outstanding. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that little trip through the Portraits in Shadows Los Angeles Daylight Edition. And thanks for coming along for the ride. All right, peace.